tell them? Join Animal Connections and renowned pet psychic Nicole Elizabeth as she connects with your pets both living and past to deliver messages and receive answers to your questions. Here now is your host, Nicole Elizabeth.
Hello everyone and welcome to Animal Connections. My name is Nicole Elizabeth and I'm here on the Spirit Realm Network to give you some free readings today. So I saw that we had a post on Facebook because we are having a few issues with the website. So we had a post on Facebook where everyone was able to drop their photos of their loved pets, present, past, and so I can give some readings on. So please let me know if you are here. I'm just going to connect onto the live on Facebook so I can read your messages and also have a look at the pets. I saw a couple come through. I didn't really focus on them because I wanted to make sure that I focus on them when I'm actually going to give them a connection. So let's have a look at what we've got going on at the moment. So how is everyone? So tonight it is the 15th of February at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. As you can hear, I'm actually from Australia, so I am actually in the future. So I find that really funny. Okay, here we go. So let me just go out of this, have a look. Oh, we have a few people on already. Hello, Debbie. Hello, Angie. Hello, Christina and Taylor. Wow, we've got lots of people on. Okay, this is great. All right, now on this phone, I'm actually going to pull up your photos so I can watch what is happening. Hello, Christine. And then also look at the photos at the same time. Okay. I love this. There's a lot of interaction already. Everyone's here. Oh, hi, Zara. Denise, love it. Okay, let's get into it then, hey? What do we have? All right. As you know, anyone who's joined me before, I write things down and I use this as a distraction for my body, and so the information can flow that way. Where is my post with my photos? Oh gosh, we got 29 comments on that post. Let me have a look at who has posted. My goodness, it's so cute. I really hope that everyone who's watching the show has a look at this post on the Spirit Realm Network and you can see all the photos of the pets. I love this. And they all have different times when people posted them. So I'm just going to go through and pick a few that I'm drawn to. It'd be great if I could get to all of them, but let me have a look. I feel like there's one. The first poster, I believe. Christine, you're on, I believe. Yes, you are. Okay, so your sweet girl, Cassie, and she's passed. I'll pull up her photo. So just for everyone who's watching, that's Cassie. So if you're watching the chats, this is Cassie. Okay. All right. Christine. So I'm getting something to do with jaw. First of all, actually, when I saw this photo, it felt like a big punch to my gut. I know that's very, I guess, slang, but that's how it feels, like a real punch to the gut that she's gone. I'm getting jaw. I can see that there's obviously teeth issues there, but I'm getting more jaw pain here, like where the jaw connects with Cassie. And I'm actually struggling to, it feels like I'm swallowing, like hard time swallowing. Does that make sense to you? Let me see. Got two phones happening here and all this, so it's really exciting. Okay. The photo keeps getting off screen, but I'm also getting a reference to my eyes because I'm all of a sudden blinking a little bit more than normal, and I feel like there's something going on with my eyes prior to passing. Eyes, stomach, and jaw. Yes. Okay. Good to know. What about the passing, Cassie? She mentions about you at the passing. I feel like I want to look at you when we're passing. So what I bring through is the animal's feelings, thoughts, or emotion. So it's from their perspective. So when I say I want to, I'm relating to that's how Cassie's making me feel. And so it's Cassie, I want to look at you. I want to see you. That's what I'm getting, like this need to do that in my passing. So please let me know how that relates. Oh, she also had something wrong with the side of her. I'm getting pain right here. Here. Right there. All of a sudden, a really sharp pain there. Oh. Okay. Right. What is that? Something to do with an N. Name with someone in spirit, who they're with. You must. Is there more than one animal in spirit? You couldn't be with her, so that's why she's longing to see you. So that's now I'm understanding. The wanting to see you, the wanting to look in your eyes. This must have been a question then that you, let me back it up. If you were to come to me, just say and ask that, and you asked her a question if you wanted me to be there, that would be her answer. It's not always the answer you want to hear, but it's going to be the truth from the pet. So as hard as that is to hear, at least you know she was wanting you there. And I feel like that's going to answer a question that you've been thinking about, but maybe you didn't want to hear the answer to. But it feels like I'm wanting to make eye contact with you in that moment. So that's the thing with me, guys. You get what I get. And it may not be what you want to hear, but you're going to get it because it's what the animals need you to hear. Right. We had a few things wrong with us too when I'm passing, because as soon as I'm just connecting, like there seems to be things here in the back. I'm getting itchy skin. So we had a few issues going on. Look at the photo again. Okay. When she passed, it felt like a winding down of a shutdown, a systematic shutdown of what was going on in her body. Because I'm seeing almost as if you see a computer power down. That's what I'm seeing happening in her body when she passed. But almost as if she's saying, it's okay, but I'm good now. I'm good now. Who is that? Who's the man in spirit that's with her? I wonder if that's an uncle or something. There's something to do with a man in spirit. First of all, there was a lady showing up, then I'm getting more leaning to a man in spirit that's with her. I wonder if he had the weakness, because I'm getting a lot of weakness around here now. Not that it's about them, it's about her. And what is that? There's something to do with, I wonder if that's, sorry, it's either my internet or the live that's a bit slow because my phone is a little bit slow. There's something to do with almost as if I'm seeing, like, it's a memorial. It's a memorial that has her name on it. There's something that has her name on it. And she's acknowledging that, the awareness of that. Okay. Did Do you know the other thing that she's giving me too is that it feels like you were always there. You always knew. I keep hearing this song, like the favorite things in her life, like you always made sure she had. And it wasn't just favorite, it was the things that made her comfortable. She was your number one and your priority. And almost as if I'm getting feelings as if you weren't around her, you're feeling anxious that you're not around her. Almost as if you, dare I say, separation anxiety, but because it's a really strong word. It's better when we're together type thing. You know that Jack Johnson song? It feels like that with her. So let me see. So I'll see if that makes sense to you. But what I do want to let everyone know is that when they do come through and bring me this information, it's information they want you to know. Information that you've been thinking about that they need to let you know. So the fact that she wanted you there in the passing, but you couldn't be there in the passing was, feels like that answers that question for you. That did she want me there? Of course she did. And was she looking for you? Unfortunately, yes, she was. The good thing about that though is that she has come through to let me know that she could feel your emotions when you weren't with her. And that you always made sure that she was okay. Like you had a list of in your things what to do for her, the favorite things that she needs, what you want to make her comfortable, things that people would go, my goodness, why are you doing that? Because you loved her and she wanted to acknowledge that and bring that through for you. So I hope that makes sense. Oh gosh, her sister passed 4 weeks before her. It's horrific for you. And also she wanted to acknowledge the memorial. I see it as I know this is symbolic, but I see it as like a graveyard with her name written on it, and almost as if a place that I go and remember her. She's acknowledging that because in those times she's coming close to you. So I hope that makes sense to you. But please know that she is very safe. They're all very safe on the other side. I feel like animals just have this free connection to the other side. So please let me know if that makes sense. And now we have so many photos in the chat. I feel like I need to move on. But if you did have a specific question, please add it to the live and I will answer it. Okay. Now let me see who's in the chat. Because I feel like Marissa with Havoc. Love this dog. What a good dog that one is. Okay, who else we got in the chat? I just want to see who's in the chat too. Yes, it is Mac. Thank you. Just to make sure, if I see your name here and I see your name in the photo, I'm going to get to you. That's the goal anyway. Let me see. I feel like Zara's here. I feel like I've seen your name. Zara, yes. I've just come across yours. Chloe, alive. There we go. Everyone, can you see that? That's Chloe. Okay, yes, Zara, okay. Oh, Taylor, you have 3 animals. Nice. Zara, okay, Zara. Do you know what I'm getting with Chloe? I don't know. It's like I'm getting rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta, rat-ta-ta. That's what I keep hearing in my head. Rat-ta-ta. Do we have this little, it feels like I'm doing this because before I chase something. Like I'm almost like a ratter. I know that sounds weird, but that seems to be like my symbol for chasing a rat, something like that. It feels like that's what I'm wanting to do. And almost not like a cat, but similar. Because you know how cats do that little wiggle? It's kind of like that's how I would interpret that noise to a cat. But there's just something to do with Chloe with that. Okay. Okay. Let me have a look. Oh, honey. I love the photo. I don't know if you can actually see that little stink eye. Stink eye, but loving. I love that. All right, Ratata dancing, tapping on the nail, tapping on the nail. Ooh, tapping on the nails. How's her? It feels like I have something to do with the nails here. Feels like I'm tapping too much. Oh, maybe that's it. But it feels like the nails need to be trimmed. Her and my other dog, Gloria, don't get along. Oh, dear. Maybe that's what she's trying to chase. Okay. Do you know what also? I'm getting a reference with her. Now, I don't know why every time I'm on the Spirit Realm Network, I seem to get a lot of how the pet passed, how the pet's feeling in their body. And I feel like it's probably because we have a short amount of time and it's what they want to get out. That's what their needs, so to speak. And if I don't necessarily say your pet loves you, I mean, know that they do, because that's why you've come to a place like this. But what I'm feeling with Chloe is I'm actually getting a really, really dry mouth. So I feel like Chloe needs to have more water in her life. Now, I'm not saying there's anything medically wrong with her. It's just I feel like I need that in my body. So I'm just going to tell you what I'm getting as a need in my body from Chloe. And yes, I need to trim her nails. She needs that done. That's so funny. It's funny that they know as well, almost as if it's grooming time. But there's that thing to do. Oh, I don't even know if animals get indigestion, but that's what it feels like in my body right now with her. Is it a little bit, as my son would say, on site with your mother's? Is it your mother's dog? Some other dog? Almost as feel like your other dog. Why did I say your mother's dog? That's interesting. Your other dog, Gloria, don't really get along. I feel like with this one, it's kind of like I see Gloria. And that's how I feel. Almost if you can see her emotions coming through. Let me see if I can tap into that. Why is Chloe saying that I was here first? That may not be actual, but that's how she feels. Like I should be number one. So I don't. You sing to Gloria too. I don't like that either. Is what I'm getting from Chloe. Chloe, you need to calm down. And almost as if I said that, I could hear, I don't want to. So does she have a bit of a personality? But the other thing too with her personality, I feel like with you it's different. You have that, you get a bit of sass, but you don't get nastiness from her. I hope that's a good way to describe it. You get her, she gets you. And she just could have that as a little bubble and that would be fine with her in her entire world. Almost as if I don't need to share. I don't want to share type thing coming from Chloe. Oh, Gloria. That's why your mum's dog, Gloria, you named Gloria after your mum. Right. That's how the connection's coming through. Isn't that interesting? Oh, Gloria. We have 4 cats and 2 dogs. Yes, she has a personality. Now, I love when I say personality, I love a personality. It just makes for a more interesting household. But she could be happily just with you. Oh, okay, Havoc. Excellent. Okay. What is that? Let me just pull something else through for it. See, I'm needing the water more so with Chloe. Okay. I'm hearing that song Gloria. So it may not be the song you sing to Gloria, but it feels like there's a song that you're singing to Gloria and it grates on Chloe. She doesn't like it. She doesn't like the attention on Gloria. That's why they don't get along. She wants the attention on her, but she just needs to just chill. Let me see. Do you know what I would do for that? Sorry, this is more my dog training hat coming on. I would only make sure that she gets really good attention when Gloria's around. So she starts associating Gloria with good stuff. And so we want her to be around. So I would shift the dynamics that way. She's going to huff and puff because she's going to huff and puff. But that's what I would try and do to help that situation. And I'm getting that we can tolerate the cats more anyway than Gloria. So that's her personality. I hope that makes sense. Oh, it's funny. She's a total attention seeker. There you go. What a cutie. Well, you've definitely got the right mum because you know how to handle her. And it's like I heard Chloe say, I don't need to be handled. So there you go. Okay. Again, if you have a specific question about her, let me know. But I'm going to just pop back onto the pictures, and have a look. Taking its time. Now, the reason why I'm drawn to Havoc, so I know that we've got Marissa here. Oh, you did in the post, did you? Hang on, let me just check. Oh, that's to Jim. Okay, so the reason why I'm drawn to Havoc. I just am almost, what's the word? Oh, you're very welcome, Zara. The word with Havoc is mesmerized, drawn to, like it's just, there's this beautiful, I know the name is Havoc, but I feel like there's this beautiful side. I'm almost very focused on my humans. Hi, Marissa. Okay. So with Havoc, let me see. Havoc. I'm being drawn to my ribs with Havoc. Ribs. Has there been a discussion about the reason why I'm seeing ribs? And don't jump to conclusions. Don't like make anyone out there think that I'm going, oh, he's too skinny or something. I feel like someone may have said something like about his weight. And I'm saying this because I like a dog with weight on them. I know that's not right. And there's something to do with ribs and they should be a certain way. But I personally think a dog should have a little bit of wiggle room with their weight. Same as humans, because if you get sick, I'm not saying he's going to get sick, but I feel like there's been a discussion about that. And it's been a bit of a point of, what do you mean? Kind of thing from Havoc's point of view, because that's where I was drawn to first. It's not pain or anything like that. It's just someone's looking at the ribs, and it could have been a vet or something like that, just having something to say. Bit rude, to be honest. Okay. And almost there's this expectation on Havoc that I feel like other people are putting on. Not you, but other people are putting this expectation on Havoc. And I think it's a little bit unfair, to be honest. That's the way I'm feeling about it. When I tap into Havoc's energy. I think he's about 80 pounds, but fluffy. What's 80 pounds? I have to look this up. Sorry, because I'm on a different system. I am on the kilos. So I don't understand what the pounds are. Let me have a look. 80 pounds, or unless someone wants to jump on there. 80 pounds to kilos. 36 kilos. Yeah, that's... Honestly, I'd probably expect a little bit more. So that's where I feel like that may have been, that's why the discussion has come around that. Need a little padding in case we get sick. Absolutely, Angie. So I feel like there's maybe been a discussion about, there's something to do with, anyway, there's something to do with the weight. Whether someone thinks one thing, someone thinks another. Havoc's a bit put out about that. Also, there's this expectation of Havoc with something that in my life that I don't particularly agree with. Havoc's point of view. And you can see from the photo how loved, and obviously you can see, don't need to read the photo to understand that you exercise this dog and that it has an amazing life. But I feel like there's an expectation on Havoc that Havoc doesn't like. Two opposing opinions I'm getting. Okay. Okay. Oh. Who is it that tries to feed him from the table? Or is there someone that tries to sneak him food? I feel like that's got something to do with it. Because I keep feeling like just under the table. It feels like I'm actually giving something under the table. Now, what I see could be symbolic or actual, but I feel like there's a little sneak under the table from someone and may not be appreciated. Almost as if I feel like someone's going behind your back doing something. Don't take that as actual. It's just what I feel like. I feel like there's a difference of opinion. And that's why I'm seeing the underhand. So it could be either handing extra food or trying to take food away. It feels like there's something to do with food with Havoc, because I keep coming back to that with him. Okay. Right. So anything to feel like now that it's been mentioned, it'll come to light, and you'll see there'll be something that someone says to you that doesn't particularly agree with you about Havoc. It's interesting. But interesting, I actually get to that with Havoc. You actually give Havoc a lot of attention, a lot of mental stimulation. There's no bored kind of behaviors that are coming out. I feel like I'm kind of very focused and very well-rounded, and pick up more than you know. And that's why I feel like he's picking up on this difference. Oh, he's going to the vet tomorrow, so I'm sure they'll say something. Please let us know, because I bet the vet's going to say something about his weight, and that could be the difference of opinion. And if that's the case, that's the picking up of the information that we're not aware of. Does that make sense? It feels like, dare I say, a psychic dog knows things before it's going to happen. And oh my God, you have to come back next week and tell us now. Because I feel like there's going to be a different, but okay, that's why it's coming up. Stick to your guns. This is your dog. You don't have to have anyone tell you what to do with your dog. That's what I feel like is coming through from Havoc. There you go. So please let us know next week what happens. Okay. He's so spoiled. It's insane. Good. I love that. And that could be, oh my God, you have to come back next week now and tell us what the vet said. I'm Robin Hyde for Cairns. Oh my gosh, yes. Yay, Queenslander. Okay. This will be good. Havoc the psychic dog. I love it. Okay, what else we got? Who we got? I love the photos. Did I show a photo of Havoc? I can't remember. Let me have a look. Well, if not, I'm going to show you guys now if you're just watching the screen. Oh, Oliver and Sam. Okay. Where are we? This is Havoc. Where are we? Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Let me have a look. I will find. There's so many comments. I love it, guys. I want to get to all of them, but I don't know how I'm going to go. Oh, he's a working line shepherd. So crazy. Aha. I feel like you're going to have people then. Is that Angie there? Give you opinions about what Havoc should be doing. You stick to your guns. He's your dog, not theirs. Now I've forgotten who I'm trying to look for. Angie. I did see your Angie. There we go. You know, I got glasses, so I really should be wearing my glasses, and I can't find them. They were in my room. Goodness knows. Okay. You're welcome. What's this? Angie. Okay, I'm going to come back to you because I don't know why I'm drawn to sorry guys, I'm going to get to them. Oh, there's Angie too. Bentley, passed. That's the one. I was looking at your fur nieces. Oh. Did Bentley have something to do with neurological? Sorry, I'm going to get to Punk, but Bentley just jumped out. Oh, look at that. There we go. That's Bentley, everyone. Okay. Bentley, Angie. Those are crazy girls. I love that, but I'm more focused on Bentley. Oh. I'm getting a lot of... Okay, not sure about neurological, but he did pass suddenly. Can I tell you what I'm feeling in my body? Because it feels like... Look at that. I wrote down, obviously very sad, but it feels like a shooting up of something. Not a heart attack, more like a stroke, that kind of thing with Bentley. But just these overwhelmed feelings of just, obviously it's sad when a pet dies, but it just feels like it's just an overwhelming sadness. And I'm getting like pain here in my head, like strong pain. Like pain, if I was dealing with a person, I'd be like, that's a stroke. That's what I'm feeling with Bentley. Who found Bentley? Let me see. Because I feel like I feel like I'm seeing him on the side, on his right side. I feel like there's something wrong that way and almost like a collapse that way. But here, not here. I mean, look, that probably triggered a heart attack. I think that's how it works, but I'm not 100% sure. The origin, I feel like, was here. Sorry, let me have a look. That makes sense. Okay. Oh, gosh, you poor thing. Okay. Hang on. Sorry, guys, just had to mute my camera for a sec there. I had someone asking me a question, and I don't think the whole world needed to hear. Okay, whew. Okay, as soon as I said that, I'm feeling like I'm slowing down. All of a sudden, like you say quick passing, but it was almost feels like there was a fit and then gone. Like almost stopped in my tracks, that kind of thing. Does that make sense? I know I'm very animated when I do it, but that's how I feel like Bentley actually came to an end. Let me have a look. I'm questioning, and the reason I say this is because it feels like I fall down, but then I get up, but my body doesn't get up. And I'm looking around, and almost like I can see things coming, like people coming towards me, but no one's listening to me. That's how I feel like Bentley's passed. Like that's what I feel like he saw as soon as he got up. Like there was a few moments where he didn't understand he was in spirit. A little bit of confusion about that is what I'm getting from him. Oh, my dad took him for a walk and he came in and collapsed. Wow, okay. Wow, interesting. God, how horrific for you. It just feels like he had no prior knowledge of that. So we're not talking Havoc, who clearly knows what's going on and can see, like, understand what's going on in the future. Bentley just took a moment to realize. That's not saying it's a sad thing. I took a moment to realize, that's all. Okay. But what I'm saying, okay, because I just put out then, so why are you telling me this? Why do I need to know this? Why that? And it's more the fact that people are blaming themselves and there's nothing that you could have done. If he didn't even understand that's what was going to come, if he didn't understand there was something going on in his body, how could you have known? So I feel like that's something that's like being pushed from like almost like my chest from him to you guys. You cannot hold anything against anyone or against yourself over those sorts of things. And that's what I feel like is his big message towards you. And it's like, he's doing this to me like, hey, finally. Okay. Well, he could have just told me that. I feel like he had a bit of a personality himself. But I feel like it's very important that you need to know that. And even though it took him a few moments to realize where he was, it doesn't mean that he was sad about it. You were sad. That came through straight away, and he feels that. But then I just feel like I turned around and walked off in the other direction. It's like, okay, cool. All right. And he didn't walk or run fast. It was just kind of like in his Bentley pace, if that makes sense. I hope that makes sense. Oh, he was sassy. There you go. That's why he's clapping at me. Oh, that is so funny. Is there someone named Birdie? That's my dog's nickname, Buddy. He just keeps saying many times. Why many times? It doesn't even answer my question. Many times, many places, many people. That's his answer. I don't feel he's with one specific person. It feels like he's going from people to person to person, place to place. I feel like he's a bit of was he quite nosy in life? Because I feel like he's not staying with someone. I'll go meet someone and then I'll go see this person. And then I'm going to go here. And then I'm going to go mosey off over here to go talk to someone over here that I've never met in life, but I'm just going to go and invade their life because that's what I feel like I'm doing. Interesting. I feel like I'm very curious in nature, and he's very curious in this realm as well. So I feel like he's with like many times, many places, many people, and that's his answer. An odd answer, but it's his answer. So we're gonna go with that. I called Bailey Buddy Debbie. Yeah, isn't it funny how we always have these nicknames? He was very sociable. There you go. He's still doing it. So I'm sure anyone that's associated with you in spirit, he's paying attention to. And then probably their pets, if they're still living, and then their friends, and then who he used to go and see on walks, and then this. So I feel like he's he hasn't lost his charm. Oh, charm. He must have had a lot of charm. People must have liked him, not just the other way around. Isn't that's very cute? Okay, who else we're going to? So I hope that makes sense. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay, I'm not sure who's here now, so I'm just going to see who I'm drawn to. Although Debbie, I know I've done readings for you before, but why is Tilly sitting in front of me? Like, this is Tilly, everyone. Can you see that? It's just like it's just stopped there. Tilly doesn't, okay. Okay, so your question is about Tilly. So I'm going to read this out, and I'm just keep looking and just staring at Tilly. It just like, so much for her, like so much emotions for her. And that's just how I feel like you're feeling towards her, and she's picking up on that and showing me. I'm going to read this out. Sorry, it's my rooster, because this way it'll give the audience an understanding of Tilly. So Matilda, Tilly, she was awful condition with 4 dead babies, 1 living, which she does have now. Tilly's been with Deb for a month now, and her 3 cats wants to know if your 3 cats will accept her and Bubs. The youngest one hisses at her through the window. Tilly doesn't seem to like any of them. It could be protecting Bubba. I want to see things from Tilly's point of view. It's not really about your 3. It's more about Tilly. She doesn't know how to trust. Now, every interaction she's had has been, dare I say, abusive. This is not you, obviously, prior to you. And she's going to self-protect. So I feel like your 3 are actually reacting to her energy to them. Because why would I trust you? I don't know you. And I've been taken from a place that, okay, it wasn't great, but I knew where I stood. And now I'm in a place where I've got these 3 to contend with. Not saying that's fact. This is just her opinion. And why do I need to accept them? And then from their point of view, they're like, well, you're in my house. What are you like? Why are you here? And I know that you have rescue pets and integrate, and some like, some don't like each other, all that. But this is going to take a few more months than just 1 month for Tilly. Protecting her baby goes without saying, but it just feels like to me that she now has to teach her baby how to be okay with this situation when she's not okay with it. So as much as you are trying to integrate them, she's going to take a little bit longer to be able to even get that full trust. So I would take it so slow with Tilly, because she has a lot of trauma, and that trauma is just not going to go away. I also get that she's quite young if I feel young energy with her. So that's a really crucial time with her. So I'm young, raising someone young. I've got these cats to contend with. And no, that's the answer I'm getting from her. No, I'm not. So my guard is still very much up with Tilly. So I would just have a lot of patience with her to be able to move forward. So I hope that makes sense. I'm going to look at the chat. She's in a separate room, but they can see her through the window. Honestly, I think that's what they need to do. They need to be able to see each other. They don't need to interact. You could feed them close to each other when they know that there's that safe of the window. But I wouldn't be integrating them at this point in time. I don't feel Tilly's ready. I don't feel like she's emotionally ready for that, let alone your 3. I think your 3 are a separate issue. I think we need to focus on Tilly. Barbs isn't eating on her own, so I have to. She's 6 months old. Oh my gosh, she's a baby. So Barbs isn't eating on her own, so I haven't introduced them. Good, and she's 6 months old. That is horrific. Now it makes a lot more sense to me. What happened to her other babies? Let me see. Okay. I'm getting from that, I'm not getting enough nutrients for myself, let alone 5 babies. I feel like some of them, I don't feel like they died all at the same time. I feel like it was progressive but I still felt like I needed to comfort them. That's the other thing too. Tilly, even though they were not, their body was there, and I still feel like I need to do that with them. So that's really traumatic for her. And I'm getting that there's just not enough to go around, and they starved. And I think someone saw that happening too and didn't do anything about it. That's what I'm getting. Someone was okay to see this cat suffer as well. And that's another trust issue that she has to deal with. God, that's horrible. Oh, her ears have been burnt. There you go. She was on a garage floor with moldy biscuits. See, she didn't even have enough nutrients to feed herself, let alone babies. One had no head. That's probably her trying to get nutrients. I just feel like, hang on. So she was in a garage. There was someone there that actually didn't. So someone did watch. Oh, God, that makes me feel sick. Someone did watch her suffer and did nothing about that. You know what? I hope karma gets them. I hope the big karma bus comes and drives over that person. Makes me sick. Makes me mad. You can probably tell. Makes me mad when people abuse animals. Thank God. Thank God you have her now. She's in a good place. I agree, Michelle. Absolutely. Oh, poor babies. Do you know what? Okay, I'm going to shake it off. We're going to take it very slow with Tilly, understand her trauma. She's way too young to be experiencing no animal should be experiencing any kind of trauma like that anyway. But we just need to take it slow because that's a really developmental stage with her and she's been through a lot. So you may have to keep them separated for quite a while. Okay. So please let me know if that makes sense. I do have time probably for one more, and those two, Sam and Oliver, did actually stand out to me. So I'm just going to have a quick look at those two. Just got to find it. I love anyone that didn't get a reading this time as well. Please pop your photos in for next week, and that way, I'll kind of see the photos and the names. I'll be like, oh, okay, I'm going to get to you first. So please don't be disheartened if you haven't got a connection this week. Please keep popping them in and I will get to you. I will. Okay, so, no, I know the ones. Where are they? I feel like they jumped out at me before. Yes, there they are at the beach. Oliver and Sam. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay. The word that jumps out straight away with them is like dictate. One dictates the others. Odd. Okay. Also, again, I'm getting that you weren't expecting this to happen either. Did they close? Keep getting them 6 months, 6 months. So what's that 6 months got to do with Oliver and Sam? Oh. One had a really difficult time letting go, is what I'm getting. Almost as if this one didn't want to go. Is it Sam? I'm getting like knowing I was going to go, but didn't want to go. Holding on almost is what I'm feeling. Because and you notice that I sat back because it's like I'm not going forward. I wanted to stay. And I feel like you know that too. I feel like there's that. I feel like that plays on your mind a little bit. 9 weeks apart. Oh, dear me. Okay. That's horrible. Okay. So not yet. So both very unexpected. Sorry, that goes back to my first. This is unexpected. Gosh, you poor thing. Ugh. So one died of a broken heart, basically. That's horrific for you. And even though I say a lot silence is deafening, I felt like silence was more deafening, not for you. It was, but it was for the other one. And the other one, it was just couldn't cope. Whereas the other one didn't want to go. And it felt like there was an internal struggle with the body and the spirit. There was a struggle with that. It feels actually quite traumatic. That would be Sam, I think. Okay, there you go. Oh, God, you poor thing. Which one's Sam? It doesn't matter. We know they're both together. They couldn't be apart here. They can't be apart there. So it's not going to make much difference. But you know the best thing about them being in spirit is when you pass, they're going to be running towards you when you pass. And I get something quite funny with them. It's like one used to steal food from the other one's mouth and the other one would just look at you like that kind of thing. It just feels like they had that kind of connection. Almost like the odd couple, but married type vibe. And I feel like they actually did that just to make you laugh. And I feel like they had fun doing that. Oh my gosh. So Jenny, I see that's wow. Okay. Sorry. I don't always remember my readings because it just comes through and then it just goes and then because obviously, as you know, we have a lot. So Sam wanted to make 17. That's the struggle. Right. Okay. And he was 14. Sam was on the right. Oh, yeah, that one. Okay. Oliver loved his food. Okay, there you go. Interesting. Oh, do you know what? I know this doesn't feel right to say, but I feel a lot of comfort that we're together. And almost as if, oh, dare I say that? I don't know. It's almost as if it's like, well, I feel like the other one had a choice. And it's like, I'm doing this because it's like, do you want to come with me? And I feel like I feel like I had a choice to make and I made it and I went. And I don't feel bad about that choice. So I want you to know that I don't feel bad about that choice. That's what I'm feeling. It just, almost a reunion. There was like tears welling up in my eyes. So I want you to know that their reunion was better than their meeting here, if that makes sense. I can breathe out without having the need to breathe. But I can breathe out because I'm together. And I feel like is important for you to know. They adore each other. Oh, do you know what? Don't be sad that they've gone. Be sad that they're together. And as much as it hurts for us, I actually did a post on my page about a dog yesterday, Rosie, that described what grief is and how they see it and how they feel, what they feel when they go. And it's totally different to how we think. They're actually okay with it. But in this realm, we have things that weigh us down, and I feel like that just weighed the other one down too much, and I just had to go. Just had to go. Sorry, Mum, but I had to go type thing. So I hope that brings you comfort. Please let me know. Oh, Lindsay, that's how I feel. I'll see Punk again. Absolutely. Guys, separation from our loved ones is merely temporary. It's never a permanent thing. For us, it feels very permanent and very long, but for anyone in spirit, it's just there's no time. So it's no time. So I 100% believe that. You're very welcome, Angie. Now, was there one? I've got a few minutes left. So Saul, the Spirit Realm Network, the producer must have popped a chat. Did you get your reading? Kayla, did you pop your... Let me see if I can find you quickly. Oh, these two, just perfect love. Oh, divine. Just, again, take comfort in knowing that they're together. Kayla, Andy, is this you? The grief is all-consuming, absolutely. But the grief, again, is temporary because we love them so much and we don't understand how to where to shift that love. Like I put it on these beautiful beings in front of me and they're no longer there. So where does that love go? And that's what I feel like it's very difficult for us to deal with. But for them, they see us. They don't have to grieve us. So they're the lucky ones. Now, is this, Kayla, is this who we're talking about? Andy. Oh, my God, I love it, Tabby. Love it, Tabby. Please let me know. What can I just say with this card? I'm getting very vocal and very say very vocal. Vocal, not demanding, just, dare I say, almost judging when I look, but also very loving. Why do I have to keep my throat? Jenny, I'm going to answer your question very quickly. Do they miss me? They don't need to miss you. And I'm going to say that very bluntly because they get to see you. When we shift from this realm to that realm, we don't need to miss the people back here because we know we're going to see them again. They know you miss them, though, because they get that feeling from you. So please know that they're happy and safe, and they're just waiting for you to be there. So it doesn't dismiss our grief, but knowing they're happy should help us be able to process it, not get rid of it, if that makes sense. Now, let me see quickly, because I've only got a couple minutes. Andy. Oh, my God, I love this cat. Why am I feeling like there's more of this longing? I feel like at some point in time, I'm almost missing, or I feel like I need to know where Andy is at all times. I feel like there's something to do with that. I kind of like, what is that? I'm constantly needing to know where he is, like this. What's that about, Andy? Dead set, I just heard because she couldn't live without me. Oh, that's a bit interesting. Oh, they were the two words you wanted to hear, happy and safe. Oh, you're very welcome. Oh, it's so hard when we miss our pets, but do you know what? They are happy and safe, and that's just the reality of them being in spirit. Okay. Sorry, Andy. I feel like I need more time with Andy. So I feel like we need to do Andy next week. Okay, Patricia, I know your name. Why do I know your name? If you can come back next week, leave a comment so I can get to you. Andy, I feel like I need more time with, because I feel like there's something else going on here. And I feel like I need to look for Andy, and I don't know what that feeling is, and I want some time to spend with that. So for next week, guys, and I will be back next week. I'm going to give you the let me see the date, the time, because I'm on different time than you guys. So we will be back on the 22nd of February at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on the Spirit Realm Network, right here where you're watching now. If Patricia and Kayla can respond to next week's chat, I'm going to look for you so I can get your messages across. There's something to do with Andy and I'm needing to find where he is. And it's more than just what Andy was saying, because she couldn't live without me. So I want to explore that a little bit deeper. I had said to them for this extra. Oh, that's nice. You're welcome. So I'm also not sure if Kayla's around anyway at the moment, but I'm going to sign off here because I am out of time, and I love the fact that you guys put all your photos in the chat so I could connect. Please do it again for next week. Thank you for everyone who's engaged in the live and also leaving your comments. Please come to the live show next week so I can get to more connections for free. So I'm going to sign off, and I hope everyone has a lovely week. See you again next week.